Hello students, I hope you all are safe at home. Today I am going to explain you lesson number 4 and the name of the lesson is Rajput Age. So let's start the lesson. Parimal was watching a historical serial on TV in which he saw a palace. A thought arose in his mind. Are such palaces still in existence? Who had constructed such palaces? Being curious, he went to his grandfather to get answer to this and other similar questions. His father told him a few things like what is discussed below. Now children, on page number 17, picture number 4.1, you can see picture of a palace. Such palaces were constructed by kings in ancient times. We come across many such palaces, some of which are in ruins, while others are in good conditions. There is a difference between the construction of structures in present time and the kind of work done in earlier ages. From these differences, we can make out the period during which a particular structure was constructed. Monuments constructed during the Rajput age can be seen even today. To know about that era, let us know about the main Indian dynasties of that time. Now the next topic is rise of new dynasties. So children, please see page number 17 and you can see the map on page number 17, and the map is of India during Rajput age. Now rise of new dynasty. Emperor Harshvardhan was a powerful king who ruled over most of the regions of North India. He died in the middle of 7th century in 647 AD. Thus the political unity of the kingdom of this great king disintegrated. With this, the tributary kings, landlords, leaders, etc. started declaring themselves independent. The power of these kings, landlords and leaders increased so much that India got divided into several big and small states. This is how many new dynasties came into existence. The chief dynasties that rose in North India were Gurjar, Pratihara, Pala, Chalukya, Parmar, Chauhan, Sen and Solanki. The chief dynasties that rose in South India were Palwa, Rashtrakuta, Kalyani, Chalukya, Chera, Pandya, Chola, Chedi and Gohil. Now, student, see things to know on page number 18. Who is a feudal lord or landlord? The vast empire was divided into different provinces, that is 3 parts. The person who collected the revenue of a particular province was called landlord or feudal lord, that is Samanta. The landlord gave some portion of land revenue to the king. He kept the rest with him, out of which he maintained an army. He sent his army whenever the king needed help. In time, these landlords became powerful and feudalism, that is Samanta Sahi, came into existence. Now, the kingdom of the early medieval period were divided into two parts. One North India and other second number is South India. So children, I will explain you the further topic in my next video. Thank you.